The last
Hey,
interview we did was in 2022. So much has happened, so much has changed
yes.
since then. So we got a lot to catch up on in just a brief little bit of time.
Yeah,
You're going to be headed to set at
right.
4:30. So without further ado, Fashion Dog, welcome to Style by Stevie. I am your hostess, Miss Stevie, the creator and CEO of Style by Stevie, and we are here with none other than a friend of the show, and I'm glad to have him back with me, Tyrone Nathaniel. Welcome
Thank
back.
you. Thank you.
2026. It seems
Yes,
like the year flew by so fast.
yes, yes. I don't know. It's just like the days. I mean, the 24 hours feels more like 24 minutes because it's like where's time going? It's crazy how much time is flying right now. Like we're almost in May. You know what I mean? I feel like we were just screaming Happy New Year like last week.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And so much has happened since then. I mean, got a couple projects that you've worked on. Last year you did Brooklyn, which is currently
Yes,
out on Tubi, and that was released in 2025. That was last. And you've got another
yes,
project that you're working on. He's going to be headed to set, so you can't stay long with me.
right.
But so much has happened. But overall, what have you been up to since last year?
Since last year, I mean, I just been I think between last year and going into this year, I just been more in the headspace of getting back to myself. Um, because I feel like for a little while I was spreading myself too thin for everything that was going on around me and not really taking care of myself personally. So I just started getting back to myself, mentally, spiritually, physically, and trying to find my gym rhythm. So still, keeping up with the craft and acting and auditioning and things like that. But I really wanted to put myself before that this time, and just make sure home is taken care of before I branch out and try to take on all of these other projects. So that's pretty much what I've been up to, just trying to take care of home.
Absolutely. The same here. It's been a balance for each and every one of us throughout each year. To it has been a balance, and I commend
Indeed,
you for that, finding that
yes.
balance. And then I seen when you dropped the project for 2025, Brooklyn Sex, someone is ringing the bell, and I think I know exactly who that is. See, ladies and gentlemen, and this is what we're having to do in real time. See, no one's answering their phone, but the show
Right.
will go. As you were, Tyrone, we were talking about balance, and
Mhm.
at Brooklyn, when you dropped the trailer for it, I'm like, okay, he's back in the game. This is what it's all about.
Right. Yeah. So Brooklyn, Brooklyn was a different project for me. Brooklyn had me tap into a character named Vaughn, and Vaughn was just this hopeless romantic, head over heels for this woman who, for a long time, just didn't see him in that way. And he kept showing up, just kept showing up, kept showing up. And eventually, she realized that that was her person. And no matter what she went through and kind of put him through, he was just always there. So that was different for me because I'm more so like, yeah, nah, I'm not putting up with this. Like, like I'm gonna move on. We can move along, and you go be happy, I'll go be happy. But it was funny because even when we did the table read, we're all sitting on a Zoom, and as we're reading through the script, everybody like, "Yo,
That is my
Vaughn
mind.
is
Give me one
okay,
second, Tyrone.
okay,
In the
okay,
meantime, I'm gonna put up here.
all right."
Bye. Come on and tell everybody hello. Mm-mm. I'm back, Tyrone. We gonna walk
All
and
right.
talk
All
since
right.
someone wants to pop up. Hmm. Say hello to Tyrone. Hi.
Hello, how you doing?
That is my mother, y'all. I'm back. We're back in real time. And yes, that is this. My mother had to come get hair. But if you'll excuse me, as I was saying, the power of multitasking.
Right,
And we're back, y'all. We're back in real time. So we were talking about your project, Brooklyn. And
right.
yes, you guys, we do look alike. Now you see it. Everybody's been asking, when are we going to see your mom? We got to see her today. So, but you were saying, Tyrone, about your project, Brooklyn.
Yeah, so that character was and there's a lot of different expressions that come with the arts, right? Like it's there's so many like art imitates life, and any character you play is just an extension of who you are and different things like that. But when I'm reading this script, I'm like, this dude is nothing like me. Like nothing like me. So I really had to kind of just buckle down, cut out the noise, and just really dive into that character. And for a little point in time, I had trouble connecting with them because I'm like, mm-mm, I wouldn't do it. But then at the same time, I had to take myself out of the equation and be like, well, this isn't Tyrone, this is Vaughn. So tap into Vaughn and don't worry about what Tyrone would do in the situation. Just tap into the character. So once I finally did that, filming began, and it was fun. We had a lot of fun filming it. We had a lot of fun filming it. Shout out to, Mark and Rashir, the writer, director, and producers of the film. Shout out to my co-star, Sarita and Antoine, and Shira, Dominique. We had a lot of talent on there. Wante, we had a lot of talent on that movie. So that was a lot of fun.
And to my audience, y'all, I apologize about this. Y'all, now y'all are seeing what I'm saying when I have to say balance. It is all about balance. But you've done a number of roles in your career. The last conversation we had in 2022, it was like a supernatural type film that you did. And then to see you when you posted the trailer for Brooklyn, which was last year, 2025, is you in a different life. It's more of a more, how can I say it, a more provocative
Right,
light.
right.
I was like,
Mhm.
okay, you go in this direction. All right. So this is
Yeah.
congratulations. And now you've got something else coming out, which is Zoe's Words. And when I
Yes.
seen you post the photos, it wasn't a clip, it was the photos. I'm
Mhm.
like, okay, he's in his bag. This is all about this. What brought about this new journey? Because I see you are also in tune with your spirituality and maintaining your
Yeah.
peace, which is
Yeah.
what my show is centered on today, which will be about centering yourself and balancing everything. As you guys can see, that woman who birthed me, who has my face. So for you, what brought about this new journey?
So when I did Brooklyn, like you were saying, was more provocative. Like the story is provocative, and that was not something that I would normally do as far as like the subject matter and the content. But at the same time, as an actor, I want to be as versatile as I can be, with still holding my integrity to a high standard. And when it comes to Zoe's Words, the director and I, we had a conversation, and I pretty much expressed that to him. Like, I don't mind, dipping and dabbling into different things, but when it comes to my artistry, I want that to be at the forefront. Like when people see me act, I want them to see me like, wow, I want them to be blown away by what I'm able to do, what I'm able to bring to the craft and my performance. And Zoe's Words is kind of like the perfect way, even though we're a quarter of the way into 2026, it's like a perfect way for me to kind of reintroduce my artistry. Because that story is very deep. It's a family based drama. About a couple who's married, they're having a lot of financial struggles, and they have a daughter who's autistic. So within that world, they have their ups and their downs, their trials and tribulations. And my character winds up meeting a doctor who's doing his clinical trial, and he wants my daughter to be part of it. But I'm not telling my wife because she has other stuff going on. So it's a lot of there are secrets, but it's not your typical, oh, he's cheating, she's cheating. There's a secret baby. She's sleeping with
Right.
her boss. It's like nothing like that. It's a very grounded, very deep, very emotional story. So when we got done filming that day and the director was sending like the photos to the group, I was like, oh, I gotta post that. I gotta post that. Cause it was just like when I was shooting that scene, just thinking about the nature of the story was putting me exactly where I needed to be. And in my mind, I'm like, this is art. This is art. So that feels real good. It feels really good to just kind of like make a comeback, even though I never really went anywhere, but like to make a comeback and be like, oh, okay, you're not playing around this time around. You know what I mean? Like it's just it's up from here because I'm just trying to break the ceiling as far as like my acting ability is concerned, and that project is definitely going to help me do that.
Shout outs to my brother K Tooks, host of the K Tooks Spot. K Tooks, you missed it. For all of you, you guys have been asking to see her, the woman who birthed me and brought me into this world. Who has my face. Uh, my mother, Tyrone, just met my mom. You guys have seen her. I brought her on camera, and that was her ringing the doorbell like a wild woman while I'm in
Mhm.
here. Interviewing Tyrone. But again, it goes to show you balance. And
Right.
this role right here, just from when you posted the photo, I said, okay, this is
Mhm.
different from Brooklyn. It gets to
Mhm.
show that you have range. And even when we first
Yes,
met, we first did our interview, I said, that's what makes a great actor, is that you are able to
absolutely.
range. And I'm looking at my
Mhm.
cards. This is also by the Book of Levi Films. So you guys make sure y'all
Yes.
stay tuned for Zoe's words. And you guys go and
Yeah.
check out Brooklyn as well, too, which is currently out on Tubi right now. And
Yep.
thank
Yep.
you, brother. Thank you. Thank you for showing me so much love. And y'all go and head on over and check out my brother K Tooks. We actually have a collaboration which will be coming up pretty soon with me and another content creator that's in our circle, Tony Holly. Shout outs to Tony Holly. And just some great things. You're going to see a lot more collaborations here on my platform. Now, shout outs to my girl, Chef Sky. I see y'all are coming in. Chef Sky, you missed it. Y'all have to watch the replay. Breaking news, you got to meet my mom. Yes, the woman who looks just like me. We did a side by side and I showed her. She's actually fixing to go. I wish I could go with her right now. I was kind of mad at her for ringing that doorbell, but where she's about to go, I'm kind of envious right now. She's about to go to the dress, so she's fixing to go get her hair did, and I wish I would be could be there right there. I like a little me time too. She knows that, but she's actually going to get braids, which is going to take a little bit longer. But that's a sidebar conversation. Y'all know I can't keep Tyrone. Tyrone has to be on at 4:30. But yes, you guys, if you want to see my mom catch the replay, I showed her. But I love this new journey for you. I've seen a lot that you've been posting. Your humorous What the Facts videos that you do, we see it from TikTok. And now this new spiritual awakening for you.
Mhm.
So, what brought about this new journey, this new spiritual awakening, this new version of you?
So I had a lot of time to reflect in the beginning of the year. Just had some situations that I was holding on to that weren't serving me, and they were very draining, physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. So I made a decision to get baptized. So I got baptized in the beginning of the year. My father baptized me. Um, and I just been trying to stay connected with God. You know what I mean? Read more of the Bible, praying a lot more, and standing on my faith when it comes to life in general, especially chasing a dream as big as this one is very uncertain. So there are a lot of moments of doubt. It can be disheartening at times. You can feel like things aren't moving for you. You can feel stagnant. You can feel like you hit a brick wall. So in those moments, I just want to make sure I'm rooted in my faith so deep and so strong that those moments won't shake me anymore. Because those moments are the moments people are like, you know what? Nah, this ain't for me. I quit. I'm gonna do something else. But when God has something for you, it's going to be for you. It's not going to miss you. So I just wanted to do better with standing on that and not letting, the doubt and the haters and the naysayers get in my ear like, oh well, well, how long you been doing this? Well, how long you think you're gonna keep doing this? Well, what's next? What's next? You don't know what's next. You know, um, there's really no map for this thing. There's no blueprint. It's literally a puzzle that you have to find the pieces to and put it together as you find the pieces. But I think the most important thing in building that puzzle is knowing who you are, and once you figure that out, everything else is kind of like, now I'm not gonna say a walk in the park because it's still not easy, but it gets easier because you know who has your back. Like I was saying, what God has for you is not gonna miss you. So even if there's a couple months where I don't have anything going on, I know it's probably because He's preparing my table for something bigger. So at times where you see your peers and they're always working, and they got this project going on, that project going on, and they're doing great things, which is wonderful for them. And then you're just kind of sitting back watching, like, man, this is crazy.
When it's
And it's
your
not for
time,
lack of trying.
right?
Exactly, yeah. And it's not for lack of trying because you're still auditioning, you're still writing, you're still studying your craft, whole 9 yards. But when in those moments where it seems like nothing is coming through for you, that's when you got to sit down and be like, okay, it wasn't meant for me to be part of this and part of that and part of this because there's something bigger that's being prepared for me.
And what's for you is for you. The when I
Yeah.
saw you book the role for Brooklyn, because I know in Hollywood or in the entertainment business in period, you have what's like a little time spell or a little dry spell right there where it's just like, and I'm seeing it unfold. And me and my brother K Toops
Mhm.
as creators of our platforms, we've had these conversations. So the same thing that you're telling to me, it happens to us in the business. There's a period
Yeah.
where it's like you're on fire. You seem like you're on fire. You're
Mhm.
constantly going. You're constantly going. But I would say tap into all of the facets. Tap into all of the facets. And I can use a perfect example. When Candy Burris left her group Escape, because we know that there was
Mhm.
tension amongst the ladies, she said, after I left that group, I went right into my writing bag. She started writing songs for other artists, not just her, but her and Tiny teamed up together and they started writing songs. And that's how we got No Scrubs by TLC. And they went on to write a
Mhm.
number of other songs for other artists. I say this to you,
Right.
tap into all of the other avenues, which is writing, which is directing, which is
Mhm.
producing. And I'm pretty sure you know
Mhm.
the name I'm going to drop. He's coming on the show later this year. That is Nelson J. Davis. Nelson has
Okay.
made a name for himself with writing, with producing, with directing. And I could see you doing that as well too. You have
Mhm.
the craft.
Mhm.
It's right
Yeah.
there. And
Yeah.
when you dropped Brooklyn in 2025, I'm like, okay, he's back. Because the last
Mhm.
conversation that we had was in what? I'm looking at my cards here. 2020. It's been
Yeah.
a minute since we caught up, and so much has changed. And at the time, that was season 16 when we did our interview.
Mhm.
We're now in 2026, 20 seasons in, 1,000
Right.
interviews later. It's so many
Yeah.
guests that I've had on this platform, and it's been like a revolving door. So yes,
Right.
I said, who would be great for this season to bring back? I don't want them to think that I
Mhm.
forgot about them. I see what they're doing,
Right.
and we might not
Right.
run into each other in passing or comment on each other's
Mhm.
posts because our schedules have been busy. But I want to let them know that I'm watching and I'm going to bring them back on my platform. So that's why I invited you
Yeah.
back, and I'm going to invite him back for more because I've seen your videos and I've been doing a lot of collaborations lately. My brother K Toops will tell you, you guys will nine
Yeah.
times out of 10 see me on my colleague Alvin Tit for Tat This or That's platform, or you will see me on my other colleague's platform, Bubs the God. So we're always collaborating or conscious, and we're always collaborating and doing something together. So
Mhm.
just make an effort to get it out there. Tap into that writing bag, tap into that writing bag, tap into that directing bag, tap
Mhm.
into that producing bag as well too. And trust me, the results will come. But for this project, Zoe's words, it looks like it's going to be pretty intense. So y'all make sure
I can't
y'all
wait.
said family drama. So we already know if when I seen the picture of you, the first thing that came to my mind is okay. I'm like, okay, this is like This Is Us, because when we
Mhm.
watch family dramas or shows, we watch like This Is Us, and there are so
Right.
many where like everybody has, every show has what is it, a storyline, and then there's a B storyline.
Mhm.
And
Correct. Yep.
one character is going to have a story, another character is going to have a story. So that's what I'm thinking is like. I'm trying to put two and two together when it's Zoe's words. And you
Yeah.
said it
Yeah.
touches on the topic of autism, which is
Yeah.
not
You
talked.
can.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's kind of the thing that I really liked about it when I read the script, because the way Levi wrote Zoe, who's the character that has autism, he wrote her from a perspective that is so simple but so intricate at the same time, because it's like, what if that is what it's like for somebody who battles autism? Like, what if they are really, what if their cognitive function is just hiding on the inside? So as we, like kind of how we talk to ourselves in our mind, like we say things but we don't say them out loud. That's how he wrote Zoe. So she's cognitive in her mind, but she just doesn't know how to express it from an outward, you know what I mean, outward perspective. So it's really interesting to see, and I just can't wait till it comes out, and yeah, that's gonna be a good one for sure.
Hi, Miriam. Hey, Queen. I'm back, Daddy. Hey, my love. It is such a pleasure to have you here, one of my newest subscribers. And I met her when I was doing my interview with, it was, who was it? Oh my God, y'all. I done sat with so many people, and this was Women's History. Who did I have on that I met Miriam through? It was the interview with Ella Knight. It was Ella Knight, and I met her through Ella Knight. Yes, thank you, baby. Thank you so much. And we were giving beauty tips, and you popped right in. So, also, you guys missed a treat. My mom joined me and Tyrone here on the live. I had to step away. She was ringing the doorbell. I had no idea. I'm thinking it's my dad, but she came here to get some hair. She's going to the hairdresser, which I wish I could be with her right now, but right now this is my obligation, my baby, styled by Stevie. So I'll have to catch up and see how she's getting it done at the end. But I can't keep Tyrone, but I want you guys to go and check out Zoe's Words. And if you haven't, Brooklyn, which was released in 2025, which is currently now on Tubi. Now, Brooklyn, let me tell you guys about it because his caption on Instagram, if you follow Tyrone on Instagram, it says, "This is for the grown folks. You put the kids to
For
bed
the
for
grown
this
for the
one."
grown folks. Yes, yes.
So y'all go and check that one out as well. Um, but Zoe's Words, it touches on something that I feel as though a lot of us as a collective we don't touch on enough, which is autism. But I'm pretty sure there's
Mm.
going to be other stories in this project as well too. And my brother says that you are a cool guy.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Appreciate it.
So with all of your projects you have coming out, what else is next for you? You know, you had that back to this new journey. You were saying I had that period where I'm like, I'm seeing my colleagues working and everything. What else are you manifesting? We're now in the year of 2026, and so much has happened for each and every one of us in our
Yeah,
careers, life
yeah.
changes.
So right now, I'm manifesting some representation, some management. It's funny you mentioned, writing and directing and producing, because I actually have tapped into that. My family has a production company. My mom writes plays, and she's the president, I'm the vice president. So I help out with, casting, writing, acting, of course, directing. So yeah, that bag has definitely been tapped into for sure. So I'm just manifesting, a lot more doors to open, not only for myself individually in my artistry, but for the business for my family as well. So that's what I'm manifesting right now.
And that's amazing that your mom is doing it. So you're carrying on the legacy again, the next generation and the next generation, and so forth and so on.
Mm.
To anybody that's watching, and you guys have seen the woman. I just mentioned my colleague Alvin tit for tat, this and that. Alvin, it is time for another emergency panel, and we will chat in the chat on the back end. So much is happening and going on. All of us, we need to do something. So shout outs to my colleague Alvin tit for tat, this and that. And much success to you, Tyrone, because it is more to come in the future. You said you're working with your mom and you want some
Mm.
representation. And there's a few people that I could recommend that would be great if you're looking in that
Yeah.
arena. Shout outs to my boss lady, Mickey Solar for Original Magazine UK. She helps me book some of the guests for the show. and not only writing for that
Okay.
publication, but she helps me get the guests and everything, and she'll give me the rundown, da da da, da, and it just blends perfectly. It's like almost every guest that I've had here, it's just been the bonds with them are different. I have my own individual bonds with them, and it's just unbreakable. So I'm pleased to
Yeah.
call you
Yeah.
a friend of the show, you and Nelson, because y'all have been there with me since the beginning of this journey where I'm at now. You're in
Yeah.
Cincinnati.
Yeah.
You'll be back on the 19th. All right. So we definitely have to chat in the chat on this. So much has happened, Alvin, from then. But I need you guys to make sure that you are supporting uh, Tyrone. Make sure that you guys go and check out Brooklyn, and also go and check out Zoe's Words. So I can't keep him because he's off headed to set right now, Fashion Dolls. It is currently
Yeah.
26 minutes after the hour. So, do we have any questions for Tyrone and myself before we leave? And yes, I noticed you guys have noticed the change. Shout outs to Lee Valiant Arts on the new logo for my show, Style by Stevie, y'all. So he took a picture and created it out of my likeness and came up with this dope artwork. So check him out on Instagram, Lee Valiant Arts. Y'all make sure y'all go and check him out. Queen, your nails are girls. Thank you, girl. Thank you. I love a long nail now. So thank you. Thank you, Miriam. I'm always changing them up because the last color I had was purple. So y'all make sure y'all pay attention to everything. The fashions are changing. This season has been a blast. It's been a ball this season. So I want to say to each and every one of y'all, thank y'all so much for making it what it is. So if we don't have any questions, Fashion Dolls, because I'm gonna wrap here. It is 4:28. I can't keep. Yes, I'm gonna wrap, and I'll be back tomorrow with Matthew Kenner and Marion. So make sure you guys subscribe, hit that bell so you'll be notified when new lives are posted, and make sure that you hit all at the top when you subscribe so you get all the notifications and you'll be able to jump into live. So before we wrap, Tyrone, any words or gems of encouragement that you would give to anybody?
Um, I think throughout the conversation, the thing that stands out to most is just, what's for you is not going to miss you. So even though things might look slow, or things might be a little discouraging, what's for you will not miss you. So keep your heads up, stay encouraged, and keep your faith, and it'll happen. Just keep putting in the work. Whatever you want, whatever you desire, you'll get it. You'll get it. Asking, you shall receive. So that's what I got. And thank you for having me again. It's always a pleasure. Always a pleasure to chat with you.
You too, and I'm gonna bring you back. I'm gonna forward you those dates, and I'm gonna close today's show with today's final thought, which is maintaining the peace around you. It is important, but if you don't consider your inner peace too, it can be a form of self neglect. So, just as my
Mm,
mom is headed to, also, can you pray for my granddad? He's not doing great, and I will definitely do so, my love. So, y'all
mm,
send Marion some love in
mm.
the chat.
Lifting,
Y'all
lifting,
know my
lifting
color
them
for
up
this
in prayer
season.
for sure.
Some green hearts, send her some green hearts. But I want you guys to take care of yourself and pour into yourself, because you can't pour from an empty cup. I preach a lot about self
Right.
care here on my platform. And as I'm envious of my mother, she's going to the hair salon. I have to go ahead and edit this interview. But this is what I signed up for. This is my passion. This is what I'm passionate about in my craft. So I love you all, and follow the pursuits of what sets your soul on. And I will see you guys tomorrow
Mhm.
with Matthew Kenner and Tyrone. It was great catching up with you briefly. I wish we had more time.
Absolutely. Yeah. Hopefully next time we'll have more time.
Yes. All right, Fashion Dolls. He's off to set. I will see you guys tomorrow, and you guys can catch the replays from this week's to last week's interviews. I love you all. Till next time. Talk to you soon.
All right. God bless.
You too.